Good morning, classmates. Today we'll talk about life in the USA after World War II. On December 7, 1941, United States of America was attacked by naval and of the Empire of Japan. Japanese bombers attacked the naval base at Pearl Harbor in Honolulu, Hawaii. The surprise attack sank or broke down 8 warships and destroyed almost 200 aircraft. United States immediately declared war on Japan. 4 days later, Germany and Italy allied Japan declared war on USA.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan. The United States was at peace with that nation, and at the solicitation of Japan, was still in conversation with its government and its emperor, looking toward the maintenance of peace in the Pacific. Indeed, 1 hour after Japanese air squadrons had commenced bombing in the American island of Oahu, the Japanese ambassador to the United States and his colleague delivered to our Secretary of State a formal reply to a recent American message. Japan has therefore undertaken a surprise offensive extending throughout the Pacific area. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. The people of the United States have already formed their opinions and well understand the implications to the very life and safety of our nation. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph, so help us God. I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Of the Second World War. In 1929, World War II broke out in Europe. United States is neutral. In 1941, has no money to buy more weapons to United States. Japan declares war on United States. The 1945 Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These finally reaches World War, Japanese and surrender.
On July 30, the 193 Hitler signed the Concord the Christian Church. He guaranteed the integrity of the Catholic Church and agreed that it should have this right and privilege protected. It was made clear that as long the Catholic Church keep out of politics, it will not be trouble. Okay, the basic Hitler is the one people more important in the crime than two World War I. He no practice the religion because when he is a children, their fathers practice the religion because he old and he decided not practice the religion. In the Second World War, he died instruction but killed the people. No import the age or the status economic. He killed the people and the children and the men or the woman. But the people he killed the people what practice the religion. How finish. Thank you.
I talk about the economy in the United States after the World War. The average family income was $2,000 per year during eras, and high percentage of families had an electricity. Many lacked potable water. World War II, the USA economy recovered thanks to the production of the war lead of the creation of millions of new jobs. The war cost in the United States $84 million. Only the manufacture of armaments would come the Union. In 1946, $1 amounted.
When Hitler visited the different cities, the people greet for the peace. The sign is the form, the past, the peace. And finish the war, the Second World War. The people go out the other cities because your city no is secure for the life. At the continue the one video the Second World War. Thank you for your attention.
There are many among us who in the past closed their eyes to events abroad because they believed that what was taking place in Europe was none of our business, that we could maintain our physical safety by retiring within our continental boundaries. To those who would not admit the possibility of the approaching storm, the past weeks have meant the shattering of many illusions.
With a third of Europe now under Nazi control, America still sits on the sidelines. Many believe the war to be Europe's problem. Recalling the horrors of World War I, the majority of Americans don't want to get involved in another European war. President Franklin Roosevelt attempts to convince them otherwise. On September 16, 1940, Roosevelt signs the Selective Training and Service Act, the first peacetime draft in American history. All able-bodied men between 21 and 30 must register for military service. Though Congress approves the bill, it is careful to call it a national defense measure. The draftees may only be sent to defend American-held territories. 2 years ago, the United States had the 17th largest army in the world, smaller than tiny Romania's. And almost 2/3 of American recruits have never fired a rifle. By the summer of 1941, Hitler is ready to launch his forces further east. In June, his armies invade the Soviet Union. By September, they have captured over 1.4 million Soviet troops. In November, Germany, Japan, and Italy renew their military alliance. All agreed to safeguard their common interests. The Axis powers are ready to carve up the world.
Washington. The White House announces Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The facts of yesterday and today speak for themselves. The people of the United States have already formed their opinions and well understand the implications to the very life and safety of our nation.
4 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, Germany and Italy declare war on the United States. It is the first and only time Hitler actually declares war on another nation. Across the U.S., panic spreads as Americans realize they have enemies off both coasts. Surging above the fear is a wave of patriotism and outrage. Within 30 days of the attack, over 134,000 young men enlist for service, ready to take the fight to the enemy. The wars in Europe and Asia now merge into a single gigantic world war, the largest war in history.